What's up, guys? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Welcome to the video. So we got some earnings reports that popped off after the closing bell. People ask me all the time, why do I trade futures? They're expensive, they're risky, blah, blah, blah. Stop being a bitch and step up to the table. Play with the big boys, would you? Guys, this is where the real money is transacted. The futures market. Regulated, highly regulated markets, okay? This is where real money comes to play, right? Not some bullshit Forex exchange off the, some coast of some country you can't pronounce. Not some crypto crap that who the hell knows where it came from or what it is or if it's even real. More than likely it's not, right? The futures market is where real business is done, okay? You can give me all the reasons why you don't trade futures. And I can give you all the reasons why I do trade futures and I don't trade anything else. Because this is where it's at, right? You can trade futures after market hours. You have exposure to opportunity and managing that opportunity during the overnight, every night with the exception of Friday night and Saturday night, right? It is the most liquidity, the most regulated, the most trusted market out there, other than, of course, the equities market. But the equities market brings limitations. The options market brings limitations. The futures market grants you the greatest flexibility. Let's talk about the S&P 500 this afternoon. Absolutely crushing it on those earnings reports. So where's the setup? We break a prior high right here. We set the prior high 12:54 this afternoon. Market comes up, finally closes above that prior high. That's not a reason to buy, okay? We now need a structure or a pullback or some proof that the buyers are going to continue higher, and this is not what we call a trap or a liquidity grab, right? We want to make sure that there is still some genuine momentum, that the buyers actually have real interest in driving that price higher. So for me personally, it's a retest of the prior high, which we never closed back below. And then I like a pullback and a correction with some type of confirmation. Okay? I like confirmation. That's what I like. That's just how I trade. Right? I want small, tight price action. I want a confirmation to come to the table. And then I know that I can say, all right, it's time for me to get to work. Right? So here it is. Let me show it to you. I mean, this absolutely crushed a bunch of targets. Did it happen quickly? No. Right? This was not a 12-minute get-rich-quick trade. No, this was like, hey, you got to be in it to win it. You got to hold on to it. You got to be a big boy, put your panties on, and not get freaked out by every little wiggle in the market. Okay? The setup here checks all the boxes. You can look straight up and down my screen where the cursor is, and all of the criteria that I teach my clients that has been the highest, most reputable approach to the trading futures that I personally use is all in line. Got to check the boxes on the checklist. It's all here, right? So we want to buy the market on the break of this tiny little correction here that I'm surrounding. Target number 1, right there, 33 ticks. Gets hit at right at the closing bell. Okay? The earnings reports came out after the closing bell. So just so we're clear about that. Target number 1 at the closing bell. Target number 2, 3 minutes later for another 48 ticks. Target number 4 in that same 3-minute window for 63 ticks. Target number 5 for 83 ticks 6 minutes later. Target number 6. 136 ticks at 4:48 p.m. Target number 7, less than 3 minutes later. Target number 8, another less than 3 minutes later, for a total of 166 ticks from the trigger to where we finally ran out of steam and the market got quiet. Now, it doesn't mean that when the market opens up in 53 3 minutes from now that we don't take a huge gap up, right? We could. We very well could. We could gap back down, but we could take a big gap up from here. But the fact of the matter was the market was still open. You were still able to manage your position and take profits into the 448 test of this final level. It doesn't get better than that. Guys, that's it. It's right there in front of you. If you don't know how to do this, if you don't know how to find these setups, if you don't know how to do this with consistency and discipline, if you don't know how to do it, listen, I can't do it for you. I can't reach through the computer and slap your hand when you do something wrong. But I can reinforce what I've learned over the last 13 years every single day until I want to drown myself from saying it over and over again. But I do it because I learned the hard way. Nobody was there to tell me, hey, you're a fucking idiot, don't do that. No. I had to do it the hard way and lose money. And so I learned what not to do. Well, I teach my clients what not to do in order to save them the heartache that I suffered. So if you want to learn more, if you want to trade live with me, you can join me for 3 hours every single morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're 90 minutes before the opening bell, 90 minutes after the opening bell, and through the closing bell, you have access to all of my screens, all of my analysis, all of my liquidity, everything. All the tools I personally use, you have access to right through the closing bell. So if you want to trade through the balance of the day, by all means, it's here for you guys. So there's some links below. Click on them. Send me an email. Like this video if you enjoy the content. Subscribe to the channel. Helps me out. Helps me try to reach more traders that are in need of help. So God bless, guys. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.